Okay, so this is going to be my broth for tomorrow to make the sukiyaki sauce noodle with it. So I have hot boiling water. I add the root of cilantros and celery. I roast some onions and ginger. I roast it in. I put in the broth. I wait until the water boiling and have all that herbs all in together to soak the herbs and everything into together. And then this small pot is my other beef, my bone, my beef bone, whatever bone you have. I like to cook a little bit separately because I don't want the smell of how would you say it in English, but in Laos they would say cow. So I don't want my my meat to cow. I just let the hot water soak it, and then I will take it out and then rinse it and put in my broth. And then the broth, I did not add any season yet. I'm gonna add salt because our pot is big. So 1 spoon of salt here. And remember, you say you don't use MSG, but I use MSG. So this is like a 1, 2, 3. 3 small spoon. I think it's 1 tablespoon or half. I use 3 of that. So I just have to wait until my bone is kind of cooked, not overcooked, but as long as there's no red. I want to kill that, the bone flavor, just so my broth turn out good. You don't want to overcook it. You don't have to overcook it because you're going to put it in the broth. You just want that flavor to be out, like the nasty flavor meat. You don't want it to be in there. Take it out. You don't cook it, you just clean the, you see how the water is dark because of the meat of the bone. Some people, they don't really do that, but I do because I just like my broth to taste not cow. Well, let me finish that and I add the rest of the bone. Okay, my broth is ready. And I'm gonna rinse the meat that I took out from the broth. Just rinsing in warm water. Get all that like the leftover blood that I'm going to pour in here. Okay. There's still more here. The more bones have meat, I mean, you can use oxtail, but today I don't have oxtail. I just have some bone with some meat on it. Just try to get that. See how that extra blood, that I don't want that part to be on my broth. So I put my bone to be cooked in the water. And then I'm gonna add my so I have my chicken, so I'm gonna add my a brown black sugar. I mostly use the palm sugar or the rock sugar in the broth a little bit. I can open it up, just one in here, and then I like to use, I don't use too much MSG, I use the chicken flavor. The chicken flavor is just bring a little bit flavor into it. Some people use the beef flavor, but I like the chicken because I'm making my sukiyaki sauce. Then I just let it sit and steam, let it cook. And it takes like hour or sometime, it's good to cook overnight. You have all that herbs and all the bone meat and stuff to cook the flavor into it. Make sure, and then you can add the star Angus star. Let me see if I have it. You can add it in if you want to, but then in mine I don't really add it because my kid doesn't like the smell of it because it's too strong. You can put 1 or 2, or you can put like a lot, but when you put so much, you can smell the strong of it. When I did put the brown sugar, it's make my broth a little bit darker, but some people put black soy sauce. No, I don't do that because you want clear broth. You want to see it's clear and how it tastes, just like a regular normal broth, where you can use it as your pho, you can use it as your sukiyaki or your khao soi. This kind of broth, you can do anything with it. So I'm gonna add more bone in here that I have. My pot this is size 32, so that's why I'm not going to use so much. And I just let it boil up and see how it is. This is how the star NS looks like this. It's a little bit kind of, not like cinnamon, but it's very strong. Like I said, you can put 1. Well, I'm just going to put 1 just to show you guys. Like I say, you don't have to if you don't want to, but the more you put, it's too strong. To me, when you put too much, it kills that flavor of the broth because of this herb is strong. So I'm going to do 2, okay. That's it. Because mostly I don't really use that much on it because of my kid. They don't like the smell of it. If you have cinnamon stick, you can put cinnamon stick, but I'm not going to use cinnamon stick. I already used that brown thing that I have. So we just have to wait until that broth is cooked with the bone and all the seasoned stuff. So this is my last meat. I'm going to rinse it. Like I'm rinsing all that, the leftover blood and stuff. So I'm going to put in here. So I'm just going to wait for everything to be cooked and let it steam it for hour to 2 hours so the flavor gets all in together. And then when it's all cooked and boiled up and all that, some fat of the bone or some that have meat left, then we're gonna scoop the face of the broth where it's all white coming up. But right now, we're gonna let it sit and cook for an hour to 2. Then we're gonna come back and check it out and to see how we want our broth to be like. If we want to add a little bit more salt, MSG. If you don't want to use MG, like I say, you can use that chicken flavors or the beef broth flavor. Put it in there and let it do the magic. So just come back and we will check it out. Okay, so when we let it cook overnight, all the fat that rises up, you just have to take it out the surface. We don't need to have that. This is how I make my pho. You see all the fat that's... We're gonna throw that away. We don't need this. Yeah, this is overnight broth. All the bones and the herbs and stuff that is in there. You don't want that you want your water to be a little bit more clear, so you can just have to serve the fat out. Because the fat is from the bone meat and that some meat that is stuck is with fat. Okay. Right now I'm gonna make another. I'm gonna make my sukiyaki sauce. This is my extra pot to steam my noodles, vegetables, and I am gonna do in one of this to-go box for a friend that I promised that for her to taste. For my sukiyaki sauce, you can use any kind of vegetables you want. I have the white cabbage. I think it's called Napa cabbage, and pak choy, and the green cauliflowers, broccolis. I don't have mushroom right now. Celeries, green onions. There's some meat, book tribes, meatball, fish meatball, and this is another meatball from Asian store. There's some like a little eggs inside. When you chew it, it pops in your mouth. My kid loves that, and some shrimp that is in the sink. So we're just gonna wait until everything's done. I'm gonna show you how I do my sukiyaki. The water is boiling. I add the noodle in here to cook the noodle to make it soft, and some shrimp. I use this kind of noodle. You can use the other thin noodle, the white kind, but I like this one. It's a little bit more thick and it's more a little bit flavor for me. But some people doesn't like it. But you can use the other one they call Ceylon. See, when the noodle's done, it's gonna be like this. Put this in here. Remember all the vegetables that I said? I'm gonna put this to kind of steam it, to cook it down. So you just let it cook for a little bit, probably like 3 minutes. You don't want to overcook your vegetables. Put it in here. If you have a bowl, you put it in a bowl. But since I'm doing this to drop it off for a friend, she wants to try it. And my meat that I sliced. I'm gonna put in here. Because I put my meat in the broth of the pho, it brings a little bit more meat into it. And this is just for the noodle and for the vegetables. And then put it here. And then everything's done. You can add meatball. You can add any meatball you want, or you can add fish meatball, crab meatball, and then just put your broth in here. And then after that, you season it. Add a little dash of black pepper and remember the sauce I did last night? My sukiyaki sauce. You just put it a spoon. It depends how much sauce you like. If you like less, you put less. You like more, you can put more. And this is all you add. If you want to add fish sauce, you can add fish sauce. If you want to add lime, you can add lime. It depends on what flavor you like. So this is how it is. This is sukiyaki sauce. Thank you. We have a broth, and I have extra pot here with just water. I'm going to soak my noodle. I'm going to cook my noodle in here. So when you cook your noodle, you can tell between the other one was a little bit white. This is clear crystal. See? So you just let it sit for like 2-3 minutes. To make your noodle sure it's all cooked. See? This is how it would look like. So I take it out, shake all that water, put it in the pot, this bowl, and I have all my shrimps, my meat, my everything. I'm going to put in this broth. Set in the side, and my vegetables. I have to put my vegetable in this one, in this water bath. I'm not going to overcook it, but just a little bit, so just to stop it. I don't want it, make it too raw, but let it soft, the vegetables. If you like a lot of vegetables, you can eat vegetables. And you put on top of your noodle. And your meat on the side. Let me see what I will need. If you want to add eggs, you can add eggs. If you don't, you don't have to. But some people like to put eggs on top, and when the broth is boiled, and then they just put it in here. But I'm not going to add no eggs for one of my friend. So this is the broth. Okay, and then remember the sukiyaki sauce that I made? I will add a sauce on top. It depends how much you want it. Just put on the side. She likes a lot of sauce, this girl. So, and then black pepper. If you want spice, you can add spice. If you want add a little bit fish sauce, you can add fish sauce. If you want more sweet, you can add more sweet, but if you don't have to. And squeeze of lime. And there you go. This is our sukiyaki sauce. So should be how it looks like. And then I am gonna serve my girlfriend and see what she thinks and enjoy. So you keep mixing it up. If you want spicy, you can add silasa. You can add any hot chili oil or any chili you have. So this would be how it look like. That would be sukiyaki sauce. Sukiyaki soup with the sauce and everything. So please try it and enjoy. Thank you.